Hello everybody, Dr. Novak here. This video is going to be about what people are saying around the world about the Anoxic Filtration System, the emails I've been getting, and some of the pictures they have been sending me. So stay tuned. Hello everybody. The tank you are looking at is from Dr. Aniak, and he's using sand in the building of his plenum here. And this tank has been set up for over a month now. And he lets me know through his email of how he set it up, how it's a 20-gallon high tank. It's got sand, kitty litter, fluval stratum, and red substrate with the plenum as I suggested. He said he religiously, sorry about that, he religiously follows me on my videos. Your videos are very educational, enjoyable to aquarists who want to learn the theory behind successful fish keeping. And he sent me this that even though the tank is near a window and the angels here have spawned for him already, the tank's over a month old. He says he has no algae problems. He thought the sunlight would cause an algae problem, which it has not. But the tank is still algae free. I think a lot of people have been asking about making a tank just like this, using the sand and stuff, because that's what people like to use. But here it is. And this is just something I wanted to show you with a few different people here. Their aquariums, some of the emails they sent me, how successful they are, how they're enjoying the hobby. And this is one individual that sent me a picture of his aquarium. I like getting emails. I like getting the pictures. People send them to me like this so others can learn from them. So you can look and say, hey, I could do that too. I could be successful like that too. And it doesn't take much. That's why I do these videos. So people do send me information on how they are doing, how they have set up things, though you may not approve of how maybe they set it up because, well, they're in different countries too. Don't forget, a lot of these are from different countries. They do not have a lot of things that are available to us here in the United States, so they have to make do with what they got in the countries they live in. Like this, for example. This is Mr. Krupp's biostenosis clarification basket. He's showing how he made it and how he set up his large 75-gallon aquarium. And he is the one who actually has been spawning his very large discus. These discus right here, they're about 7 inches in diameter. And these are good size, very expensive discus, okay? And he bought them from Jack Wiley, and he has Whiteley, I think that's it, not Wiley's, Whiteley's. I think that is the correct name of how you pronounce it. But he bought these from him in Florida. And look at this guy. Now this is a wild discus, and if you think about 30 years ago, this was not possible without doing water changes every single day, sometimes twice a day, to sustain an animal like this without getting a hole in the head. And I remember hole in the head, or they would get, or people would feed them garlic. And here, this man doesn't feed his fish garlic or anything like that. No hole in the head. They're spawning continuously. They just spawned again for him. He's got too many fish in there that are bothering him to actually raised the fry because the discus are being spooked. But great success. Look at how beautiful this fish is. This absolutely beautiful fish. But 30 years ago, this wasn't possible for any hobbyist to go out there, set up an aquarium with a plenum and BCB baskets, and throw in some extremely expensive 7-inch discus in their aquarium and be successful. This was just not possible unless you wanted to do some extreme amounts of work to achieve this. It was not a dream for everybody. People would just back off. And I remember looking at discus in tanks years ago when they would be all thin. Even today, they're thin. They look like, man, these things are not going to make it. Even though they put a separate heater in the aquarium, you know, to keep the heat up. They're just not in very good shape at all, some of these discus. But like I said, this one he bought, and he's been very successful with these fish. Very successful. So this goes to show you the Anoxic Filtration, what it's done for him. If he wasn't using it, he wouldn't go out and buy such very expensive fish like he did. This is a homemade under gravel plate from South America, this particular individual, Dr. Rudolph here, and he's showing exactly how he made his aquarium. And he sent me some pictures of his plenum and his aquarium and some of the aquariums. And he's been doing fish keeping for 15 years now. And here he's switching over to making plenum and using the Anoxic Filtration System. And if you think about these doctors, like the previous one, this one, a lot of these doctors are using it. You know, they must be thinking or using common sense, saying, you know, this makes sense, what this guy's talking about. And here, look at this aquarium, beautiful aquarium here. You know, they must be thinking, hey, this makes sense what this guy is talking about, because it's now being used to help him be successful after 15 years aquarium keeping in South America. You know, something must be clicking. And these very intelligent individuals out there saying, this science makes sense. And that's why I'm going to use it. And I'm very grateful that they are using it. I'm very grateful when someone sends me their emails and everything else. I really am. Here's some more stuff of his, more pictures of his, of what he used in South America. In case anyone's watching this from South America, maybe some of these products here you can be looking at. But it's something I take pride in when you send me pictures, you send me emails, how successful you are. And it's really amazing to me that people are so successful, like Mr. Krupp, for example, that he will go out and trust the system so much that he will have the expenditure of extremely expensive fish that are over 7 inches in diameter, that he would spend the money, and he says they're doing great. No disease, no sicknesses, eating great. People, that's what you want. You know, but some people are going to diss the Anoxic Filtration System. It's garbage and this. Okay, fine. You know, it is what it is. But hey, you couldn't tell that to these people because they're being very, very successful. And trust me, like the discus I showed you, those aren't cheap. He had to pay for shipping, everything. He took a big gamble. You know what I mean? That he set up an aquarium. He's going to go with these extremely expensive fish. And he's so happy. He is so happy that he doesn't have to work himself to death like he did in the past to try to keep these animals alive and healthy and eating. He is just ecstatic about it. He said, man, I had discus a long time ago. They're a lot of work. He said, these are nothing compared to what I had. And of course, you can understand why the guy is extremely proud. He understands, I hope he understands fully the science behind it. I hope all these gentlemen understand the science behind it. I'm sure they do. Two of the people I show here are doctors. They have a higher education, and apparently they must see something that some of the other people who write about it and say, oh, it won't work or this, that, or they're seeing something that the other people aren't seeing because they're very successful and they are using products that in their country is all they have. And I wanted to show you this because, yes, you may not have the same products we have here in the United States, but you can think out of the box of how can I do it? How can I use it? I want to be successful like these people are. And some people have told me, yeah, I used to go on, I went on forums and all I did was get the same advice, and I hated it because I wanted to throw the towel in. I was done with this hobby. It's the same old, and I understand that. And I know this channel, it's not the best channel out there. It's boring. I talk too much. I know that. I try to educate you. But for those who are listening, and for those who do implement the Anoxic Filtration System or a BCB and trying to understand and grasp what is happening with the plenum they're making, just exactly what happens through electrical charges and through diffusion and convection and why it makes the water cleaner and better for our animals than it used to 30 years ago. You know, these people are trying to grasp the science behind it, and they're showing their success even if they don't understand it 100%. And trust me, I wouldn't go out and spend a lot of money on some very extremely expensive fish unless I was really reassured that they wouldn't die, you know, because we do have the wife acceptance factor here. And I even see women who make comments and stuff like that with very expensive equipment that they're using for their aquariums and stuff like that. They're investing a lot of money. So they're not going to be one of those individuals who are going to invest money and not get something in return for that money they're spending. They're just not going to do it. And this is a case in point. This is why I want to make this video. I like getting the emails. Keep them coming. I like the pictures. I can use them on my thing here. I think pictures tell 1,000 words. And when other aquarists see, hey, wow, these people are using it. These people are successful. I want to make a tank like that. I want to use the materials this person is using. This is the best learning tool we have, to be honest with you, right? When you look at what somebody else has done, this is a great learning tool for all of us to say, hey, I can use it. And we're also seeing that these individuals who are using the Anoxic filtration, they're not dummies. These are highly educated individuals, medical doctors, PhDs, and everything else. These are well-educated people who would be the first ones to have doubt, because everybody knows these are the people that are going to bring the most doubt to in this hobby, is your more educated individuals who are doing something. They're always going to, because they have that scientific mind, they're always going to be bringing up that factor of questioning. Why does this work? How does it work? Apparently, with these videos, I'm trying to answer all those questions. So keep the emails coming. I like them. I like to see if you're successful. I like the pictures. I You don't, of course, have to be an MD or PhD to send me anything, because I learned a lot from all of the hobbyists out there. Believe me, everyone has something to teach somebody something. But I'm glad that people are starting to use the Anoxic filtration system and trust it. So until next time, this is a short video, but I did want to show you that. I appreciate the emails you send me. I appreciate seeing your success. I like seeing what you use because it educates other people. And that's the whole point of my channel. Educate people so they will copy you and they become educated. And most of all, right, we all agree to this, we all want to be successful. Okay, we all want to be successful, and I can't say that enough. No matter what fish you get, you don't want them to die, you don't want all the algae problems, and you want to be successful. So until next time, this is Dr. Novak. Thank you very much for watching.